the Divas Dose podcast show. I am your gracious co-host, Sharnita, or just simply Nita. And to my left
is peaches with no cream, but I got all the tea, baby.
Hey, I'm Renee.
What's your girl? What's up? It's your girl, Oh So Mimi.
I didn't say to the right.
You didn't.
I'm
That's
sorry.
why I was
waiting
clearly
on.
waiting on
My
that.
bad, yeah, I didn't feel like introducing you tonight. No, I'm just playing.
It's all right. Always throwing slurs. It's all right. It's all right.
No, but look, you guys, welcome to another episode of the DDP. Here where everything's, where nothing's off topic because everything is up for discussion. Real quick, we want to say a prayer before we get started.
As we usually
Bow your heads.
Yes.
Dear Heavenly Father, we come to you thanking you for traveling grace to and from this destination. And we ask that you bless this union of 4 women, 4 mics, 4 voices, and 1 space. In Jesus' name we pray.
Amen.
Don't sit here, ladies, and act like y'all ain't just.
I mean, when it probably
y'all
came to a
never
man,
created tainted tables.
To a man.
No,
I'm
ma'am.
saying to a man, maybe yes.
Okay, then. You created a tainted table. Yeah.
Tainted table.
Before, when I was younger, yeah.
You still young.
I mean, but when I was younger, yes. I used what I had to get what I wanted.
Okay, Ronnie. What about you, Renee?
No.
Never? Oh, that's right. You
Never, Renee.
No.
Never.
Because I don't have time for that.
time for what?
Playing games.
It's not playing games.
Oh, yes, that's a game.
How is that a game?
It's a game.
Because
it is
you're
a game.
manipulating people. And I don't have the time or the energy. I'm just going to be straightforward. I don't have the time or the energy to be trying to manipulate nobody.
But how's that?
It doesn't serve me.
It is
So,
manipulative. It is.
So
You're doing it for self gain. It's
Right.
manipulative.
So you've never,
No.
Renee, in your.
No.
Dang,
I
she
don't-
know you,
Outside your
Renee.
dog, so when the dog died.
No, I want to make sure.
No. Let's talk about when the dog
Let's
died.
talk about it.
Let's talk about when the damn
Let's
dog
talk about
died.
it.
What did you tell your husband?
He needed to
get the
go
hell
to
over it.
work. He needed to go to work.
But the man was still grieving about
Girl,
the dog dying.
Baby, he needed to go to work.
But she
Suck
was
it up.
honest. How was
Suck
that
it up.
manipulative? She was honest.
And let's go to work.
She didn't get a man enough time to grieve.
But she wasn't being
No.
manipulative. She was honest.
I was honest
She
about
was
it.
transparent with him.
Let's go to work. Because if I was at work, I was going to suck it up and go to work. Because at the end of the day, you still got to get business done. You suck that up.
Oh, wow.
You pull it in.
You should have been.
You have to learn how to separate some things sometimes
No,
because
see, that's being
life is not
manipulative.
going. No, it's
You see,
not.
yes,
No,
it
it's
is.
not.
Yes, it
Life is not going to
Why
stop.
did you give him time to grieve?
He
over
took
the
his
dog?
he took his time. But in
A
my
day?
opinion, I think he needed to go ahead and go back to work.
A day.
That's all you
gave
need.
the man
That's
a-
all you gave
Go
Renee
to
was a
work.
day?
You see what I'm saying?
Renee,
She
that
said
was
all
Baby,
he needed was a day. That's being manipulative.
He didn't need just a day, but he needed to get through the day, go
that
to
not
work,
being manipulative?
and get through the day.
That's being manipulative.
No.
She just being straightforward.
I think it
No,
was being,
ma'am.
I think she was being straightforward. I'm sorry, she was.
Me too.
Manipulative
Peaches.
would have been like, oh honey,
You
know,
go to
do
work, you get your day done, then you come home, and then you feel your feelings. Now, you're going to have those feelings while you at work, but you put that to the side, get your job done, then come home, and then decompress.
Right.
Baby, no, because
What
I'm
about you,
still
Nita?
going to go to work.
I mean, to be honest, I've never.
Girl, don't you
I
say.
said I never sat. I don't think I've ever sat at a tainted table. I never sat and create one. I said I never. See, you didn't give me a chance to finish.
Okay.
You sat at it. You was just at the head of it.
What?
Let's keep it
Rico,
real now.
Rico,
Let's keep it real now. You
Rico.
sat at the head of the tainted table.
No, I don't think.
If you created
Well,
it,
yeah, you're right. You
at the
You're
head.
right.
I want to
of it.
hear a
You're right.
story.
Oh, girl, we'll be here for days.
Oh,
Back in my heydays.
When she was younger.
I'm still young. Girl, I'm only 30.
Don't believe the hype.
look, manipulation at
There you
manipulation
go,
at its
huh?
best.
There you go. But so one time, many moons ago, I may have, put something out there to get what I wanted, but it wasn't sex. I mean, just make that clear, it wasn't sex. It was the gift of gab, I guess so to say, and I've been blessed with that. So, yeah. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Even saying nothing.
I know I didn't. I'm saying so without giving too much away. Because the person may be watching, and they going to be like, that heifer.
child,
Oh.
They already know.
Ooh.
Tramp.
Ooh, might spin the box, huh?
They
So
already
I have a story to tell. So y'all know I've been in
Make
the.
sure the person not watching.
I
You
wouldn't
tell the
care.
story
I
about-
wouldn't.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't fair because I mean everybody. I
they're
think
gonna see
I think
it.
the people within the circle knew. Let's just say that.
Okay.
So I've had, because I worked in the entertainment industry, people have called me because of the amount of people that I knew.
Mm-hmm.
So they called me and they were like, "Hey, I have this great idea. Can you help me with this idea? Can you help me bring the people together?"
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sure, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
So needless to say, I helped them gather all their people. And then when the tables wind up turning, they try to say I stole certain ideas of theirs.
Oh wow.
Now, I can speak from the standpoint where when you really trust somebody, like it really affects you
Yeah.
because you're 100% invested.
Absolutely.
So I think at that point in my life, I was trying to be, I guess you can say, a good person to everybody that was around me,
A people pleaser.
a people pleaser.
People please, yeah.
And so I went through like this whole depression after that happened because I was like, y'all was supposed to be my good friends. Like, y'all, this was business and this was personal. Y'all was supposed to be like thick and thin. So I took a long look at myself, and I think that's another reason why I say I don't dibble and dab, because I know what it feels like to be on the receiving end.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So now I don't just let anybody into my circle or ask me, hey, can you come and do XYZ? My circle is very, very closed. And because of that person, I'm very reluctant to deal with many different people.
And it's always hurtful, I guess, when the person closest to you creates it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
I can relate.
So
to
it's
that.
not, I mean, I think it's more hurtful when it's a business venture.
Well, and then you may have been close. I mean, were you close?
I mean,
maybe.
I knew the person, but we weren't like, like
Oh,
close,
okay,
close.
okay.
But
What if
still,
you
I
don't
trusted
know
that person.
and they come in like that.
What if
You
you
just
don't?
have to
what?
watch your back anyway.
What if
it's
you don't
somebody
know
you
them
don't
and
really
they come
know?
in and they come in to
But it
create
wasn't,
a
but
tainted
okay,
table?
the person who called me, I was not close to, but the people that I bought in were close to me.
Okay.
What if you don't know this person? Somebody recommend this person, and you bring them in, and yeah.
And the table's tainted. So no, we have.
Hold on. Let her answer the question.
What was your question again?
Oh, I think you heard me loud.
No, I didn't hear it. Say it
One
again.
thing that I was always told, and was about to say, what?
No, really, ask
So
me
what if
again.
the person that you brought in, was recommended by somebody, but they didn't turn out to be,
I think, I try to go off the general rule of thumb, 90 days. They really start to show you who they are, right? And I think people need to differentiate between business and personal.
6 months in.
Business and personal. So I personally, so let me just say it from my perspective. I personally don't have no ill will toward people, because if we cut off from business, it's business. It's not personal to me. It clearly doesn't. So if a person wants to walk away, I'm not affected, because I've safeguarded myself from a personal perspective. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Business deals in all the time.
But given that you've dealt with that before with the tainted tables and you've experienced that,
I think people
what do
can
you
mask
think-
themselves very well.
Yeah, but what do you think that kept you from seeing that again? Like, I guess the better question to ask is, what was the red flags that you missed?
Ooh, that's a good question.
The
Because
red flags would be the constant eyes.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of self-absorbed people though. And yes, but that doesn't mean it can't be a win-win situation, because sometimes those eyes can take you somewhere. So as long as you don't go into the notion of it's about me, it's about a situation, it's about a project, right? And so me knowing, okay, if you want to be an I, I'm okay with being a we, because I know what I want out of it.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
That's fair.
So if the person is all about I'm already knowing they're all about I.
In the beginning or in the end?
Probably in the end, but I didn't lose anything.
Right.
I didn't lose anything. I didn't lose sleep. I didn't lose nothing. I'm never gonna lose nothing, because I'm in control of me and what I attain. But when I put so much into it where a person can have just that much over me, like money, things that can tear my business apart, I'll go so far as a relationship. What may help me lose self-identity, things that they got control of me. I'm not gonna allow that to happen.
Absolutely. So
Okay. Well, we have Shantara. She's in the comments and she's watching. I'm thinking she can call in Would she be, or that's not an option? Calling.
No, she can call in.
Yeah, she can call in.
Okay,
Click the
Shantara.
link. Shantara, please call in, baby.
Yes, and
Click
give
the
us
link.
Yeah,
us
we
your,
want to hear some stories,
give
y'all.
us your story
Yeah.
of Tainted
We
Tables,
wanna
how you
hear
came
about-
up with this topic, because it's a
Yeah.
really good topic.
It
You know,
really
very
is.
interesting. So give us a call if you can, darling.
The link should be right there.
It should be, yeah, it should be down below. Yeah.
So just click that link and call in, because we would love to hear, you know, as far as how you
Your
feel about.
perspective, yeah.
Yeah, when it comes to Tainted Tables, because like I have admitted, I'm not gonna lie.
I have done it before.
And so
And I
were the
have
people
taken
were
the
the people
credit.
hurt after did they come to realize that?
Well, they
you
never
been-
said anything. If you feeling some kind of way, you need to come talk to me.
But everybody is not going to come and talk to
Well,
you.
they should.
They're going to go talk to somebody else.
Well, that's their business.
But
That's
I'm
what
just
happened.
saying. So how did the relationship end?
Oh, we still friends.
And they knew you did them like that?
Yeah.
They wanted to be done like that. They wanted to be done like that.
Well, I mean, and then some people just brush a lot of things off, and then some people
Dude,
just.
there's no way you're gonna manipulate me and then we're just gonna be like that. Not in that situation. Not from a relationship standpoint. I'm not
This
gonna
is
go into.
business.
I'm okay. Oh, it's business.
This is business.
Oh, okay.
If
Okay.
it's something I don't understand, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had to come up with a budget and everything, and I needed to use you to figure out how to come up with this and how to calculate all this. And when I go and present this, absolutely I'm taking credit for it because I did it. You just showed me how to do it, and I just put the numbers together.
So
and I
did you
just-
ask, or you just kind of finagled your way into?
Oh, no, I asked. I said, you know, I'm trying to come up with this budget for this. I need you to show me how to put this together. Can you show me how to put this together? And they was like, oh, sure.
But that's not manipulative.
Right, you asked.
You
and they
asked.
was in on the meeting and all that, and I was like, "Yeah, I did all this." They was like, "Oh, Tangela, this is great. You did an excellent job."
But that's
I
not
was like,
manipulative
"Thank
because you actually
Well,
asked.
some people look for credit.
Oh.
Okay, you
So
That's
do
the
you think they were looking for credit? I mean, maybe some people are just nice gestures.
No, he was.
So
looking for credit.
I'm just curious. Why didn't you?
After the meeting, he was like, you know, yeah, you know, it'd have been cool if you'd have just shouted me out. And I said, I did shout you out when we had the meeting. I was like, hey, thank you, Ryan. This is really cool.
Well, you gave him credit.
Yeah, me and him.
Not amongst the rest of the group.
No.
That's what he wanted.
Now
Read the
tell me
48
why
laws
you
of
did.
power.
Now tell me why you didn't do it.
Because I did it.
Yes, but
You
you. But he
got
still
this.
aided you in doing what you did.
Absolutely, and I gave him credit when we were meeting. I was like, "Oh my God, thank you so much." I said, "This is exactly."
But not in
what
front
I
of the
need."
masses.
No,
No. She took all the credit.
I'm being honest. Like if
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with
Yeah.
y'all, I'm gonna be honest.
Okay.
Like when I met with him, I had to come up with something. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't quite understand how to come up with a budget that wasn't already projected. So he showed me how to do it. And when he showed me how to do it, I put my little numbers in, blah, 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 blah. And so we met and everything.
So how would you feel if someone did you like that? Fair game?
Fair game. Gotta be.
And I think coming from you, that would be fair game. I think coming from you, that would be fair game.
It is fair game. Because
Yeah.
I treat people the way I want to be treated.
Exactly.
That's just
exactly.
how I roll.
Yeah.
I treat people the way I want to be treated.
So you would be okay with it then?
Absolutely. If somebody asks me about something and I show them how to do it and they take that information and they
And
do what they
run
need
with
to
it.
do it and run with it and they present it in front of everybody, hey, that's you. I
So-
showed you how to
But
do
so long as you know that's what the agenda is, you would be okay with it.
it. Yeah.
What if they didn't tell you that was the agenda? What if they asked you to do something and they didn't give you credit for at least assisting them? You'd be okay with it. You wouldn't be offended.
Because
Really?
because it's in her nature. She's done it herself, so she would not be offended.
So when I met with the powers to be and everything, he was on the line and all that. And yeah, they were like, oh, great job. I had already told him thanks.
I don't think I've ever done that.
Yeah, I actually told him thanks
Mm-hmm.
because I need to figure this out. You know what I'm saying? And so I used him as a resource. I
Mm-hmm.
did. I used him as a resource, and I ain't gonna lie, I took credit for it.
Well, what about people that come in and don't intend to taint tables? It just kind of happens.
Well, how can it
Yeah, how can that happen?
Yeah, how can that happen?
Give an example.
Okay, like if somebody comes in and it's like, you know, how can I word this? If somebody comes in and they just being themselves and they kind of probably a little intrusive, but they don't mean to be. I mean, no, it's just they don't have the intention of being manipulative.
Everybody knows when they go into a business relationship or personal, they have an intention.
So let me tell you. So I can come
have
in.
an
Just say,
agenda,
yeah.
yeah.
So let's just say I'm coming
You
in
think-
from the Divas.
yeah.
If I'm coming in and
an
I
agenda.
have this whatever, and I'm coming into the Divas dose. Let me just use us as an example.
Okay.
And I'm coming in and I say, oh man, these girls are live. They going places. They doing things. Let me get in where I can fit in, and let me promote this and let me promote that, because I know that it's a fact. That's a tainted table. Because I don't give a shit about y'all. I'm sorry. I said I wasn't going to use any profanity. They told me
F1.
from the left, they going to charge me. So, y'all, I'm sorry. So, okay, let me go back. So, can I restart?
Yeah.
Okay. So, let's just say I come in and I'm like, I'm going to use these ladies to, to further my agenda. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that they have a platform, they got a lot of followers, so I'm gonna go on here and I'm gonna use them to, get what I want. I mean, to me, that's a tainted table, because I have no intentions of even building y'all up. But I'm gonna use you to my advantage to get to where I want to be. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna mention you, kind of like in your situation that we talked about. You were someone's PR, and not one time that person mentioned that you was their PR. But you sat there and you dealt with that. Even when you even went out of town, y'all wasn't compensated or paid for anything. You just did it because, you're trying to promote and all that kind of stuff.
So let me say this.
They
So
wanna
again,
cut me off now,
no,
y'all, 'cause
no,
they know
I go
go
back
too
and I'm
early.
going back and say this. Like, if it doesn't affect me personally, I really don't give a damn. And I've
That's the
safeguarded.
first D word.
I-
You said I can't say the F word, so you can't say the D word.
Well, D is,
The
like
D
they
is
they
in-
mention
well,
that in the
is
Bible. Know what I'm saying?
That
So
is in the Bible, so
I'm
okay.
just saying, like
She gonna pass.
I really don't care. Like I've safeguarded myself.
But you don't feel like that's a tainted table?
It is
Even though
it's a
are
tainted.
my PR, but I don't even recognize you as being my PR?
Yes, and hence why I pull back. I pulled myself out of that situation. I pulled myself out of that situation because it was not a win-win. If it's not going to be a win-win, why am I doing it?
Right.
It has to be a win-win situation.
But it goes.
So do you feel that situation was a tainted table?
In the end, I feel like
Yeah,
in the end, I feel like it was.
The person may not have came in. I don't.
Oh, they
think
came
people,
in.
I don't see people just.
I didn't
coming-
see it either. I'm sorry, I
That's
didn't.
what I'm saying. I don't see people coming
I
in
didn't
with
see
that
it. I didn't see
intention.
it until I
Some
withdrew.
people do, not everybody.
Yeah.
But some people have an agenda. They know exactly what they're coming in
So
for.
you believe everybody has a hidden agenda?
No, not everybody. I said some people.
Especially if the past relationships have failed. So that's also something that you have to take a look at. If past relationships have failed based on what you have done in the past, you have to take a deeper look.
Well, I mean, but I can't say that because I don't know how much business y'all deal with the people in Houston, right? And as big as Houston is, it really is small.
Yes, it is.
And I've dealt with a lot of people. And when I say crossing paths or whatever, because not from the music side to the film side to the modeling side, I've done with many different people, and I've heard different stories. I've even had people come and ask me their opinion about certain people. What my experience is doesn't mean that's what your experience is going to be.
That's true.
So who am I to say, well, my experience was X, Y, Z? That's not fair because that person could have changed. They could have had a reckoning with their own life and say, hey, I'm not going to do this anymore. Who am I to say my bad experience is going to be yours?
Right.
Hence
Because different people bring different things out of you.
Hence
Yeah.
talking down on somebody because I don't know. My experience was bad, like you said, but yours may be good. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So hence the thing of talking down negative
Well, I
about
always
people.
say references is everything.
They are, but you still have
mean,
to
and if you're
experience people on your
yeah.
own, though. People.
But a lot of Houston people, I hate to say this, but a lot of Houston people do have the crab in the bucket mentality. I hate to say that. They do. Hence why my circle is very small.
And then they don't like to share resources.
They don't like to share
They'll put them
resources.
out there, but they won't share them like verbatim, like give you actual names and phone numbers.
But if
you know.
if your table is tainted, that is what it is. Like, don't send nobody my way and you already know what it is. Like, I don't want to hear it. And a lot of times those tainted tables live in places, i.e. pools that that we pull out
Well,
of.
I
and
mean,
find.
actually, this person I had never came across her.
Right, because she was referred. It was referred. Or they were referred. About what pronoun we should use.
Not the pronouns, Peaches.
I'm just saying. I mean, and even still, somebody was to ask me something,
You would still give a great referral.
I would simply say,
I wouldn't.
make sure, I would simply
Absolutely
say,
not. I would be very honest. So don't come and ask me anything about nobody, because I am very, very
You're gonna
honest.
give your
I'm
you're gonna give
gonna
your
give my experience
of that person.
Yes, I'm going to tell you.
but
what
I
to
also
expect.
feel,
That's what Mimi said she would do.
no, but
Mimi nice.
She is nice.
I
She's
think,
very nice, just like you.
no, I think I just understand overall. You just can't see a person just for a person. There are things that encompass that person's life. It could be things going on in that person's life. It could be
Yes,
their
yes.
job. It
And
could be
that's why
something
they make a
personal.
tainted table.
No, I'm just saying things derive people. Now, character is fundamental.
Yeah.
It is who they are.
Yes, yes.
That's a tainted table.
I'm just saying, but there are things that can transpire in your life. We'll use prime example, death. Death can make you change.
Okay. Okay.
Babies can make you change. Losing a job can make you change. There are things that transpire in your life that affect who you are.
Okay.
And so I can't say, oh, well, this person is XYZ. I'm just going to simply say, you know what? Here's my experience. I didn't have the best experience. In the end, I didn't have the best experience. Now, my experience may not be yours. What I will say is proceed with precaution based upon XYZ. And that's how I would give that referral.
Well, I'll tell you exactly what it was and what it is.
And would you talk negative about the person?
I mean, if
After
they
you give
gave
your
negative energy, absolutely. Because that's what you gave me. If you
Okay.
gave me negative energy, I'm going to give it back. Sorry, not sorry. I mean, like, why would I try to make it seem like it was a great experience when it really wasn't?
Well, no,
But
not
I
saying
didn't.
that.
But who said it wasn't?
yeah,
There are certain parts of that relationship was good.
yeah.
I
You
can't.
just-
There are
from
moments that I shared with this
If
person.
20% was positive, another 80% was negative,
It
what
didn't
feedback would you
change
give?
until the latter part of the relationship. It did not change until the latter part. And the latter part came when I pulled back from being a PR.
Well,
When I pulled back my services, that's when it changed. And people have to differentiate between what's business and what's personal. If I'm your friend, if we don't do business anymore, I'm still your friend. But if you cross those lines and you say no, XYZ, I'm going to respect that. And I'm going to walk away from that side too. But what I'm not going to let you do is take advantage of me.
Right.
Absolutely.
That I won't do.
and
So
that's
once
what-
I start to see that you're doing that, I ain't going to say nothing to you. I'm just going to
well, we know
back
you
up.
good. You good with that?
back up and back out.
Well,
You'll never know. Out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah, you good.
I don't
with
have
that.
to tell a person nothing.
Yeah.
Because guess what? That person has to look
Lying.
within themselves and say, what the hell did I do?
Yeah, your actions are gonna speak louder than your words.
Yeah.
Because I can say, oh, I'm going to do that. No. I'm going to show you better than I can tell you.
But how? Again, Mimi, how do you know that table has been tainted?
For me, I'm going to say when it becomes I.
Yeah.
And it's continuously I.
I would definitely agree. That's what I was trying to get to.
Yeah.
When it becomes
'Cause ain't no
I'm done.
Yeah.
Like I'm like from New York.
And there's
I'm
no
done,
we.
son.
Yeah.
I can't deal with those eyes
Yeah.
because if we not that I'm from Paris, but if we are together and when you come with those eyes, it's tainted.
Yeah.
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 That's why I say I can admit
Self-
to it.
self-
I've done it
yeah,
before, so
yeah.
I can admit to it. I've been in meetings where I've said I've done this, I did
Yeah.
that, knowing that it was other people that was involved, but I took credit for it completely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can be honest with y'all and say I created the damn
So
thing.
it's no I and we as a team. It's all
Yeah,
I
no,
yeah,
it's
no,
not. It's
yeah.
no I and we.
as a team.
Yeah, so that's why I say I can say that I created that. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
can't read the comments.
Okay. Renee, you want to read
them
some of the
comments
comments?
too small,
Because
honey.
you can't
on,
see
let-
them,
let-
Renee.
Oh, they
Let's-
can
And so what about a relationship? What about a relationship? So
What?
has there what
Oh
tainted
my
table have you
God.
set in a
They
relationship?
come across bigger, but
Oh,
on the
they can
side
come-
over there, no.
Well, let's see if we get one of our engineers to read it, because that's what they here for.
Yeah,
Yeah,
engineers.
let's see.
Um,
Let's see. Yes.
You have Chantel. She's trying to log in right now.
Okay.
Okay, Shantara.
We see you, baby.
So we're gonna bear with it for a minute.
Okay.
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 Cool.
And so just going through all the other comments, you have some clapping hands. Hey, Peach is sitting here. Something someone Chantel said it's hurtful with family and friends.
Yes.
Somebody else one says they love this podcast.
Thank you.
Thank you. Love you.
And yeah, now we just got people waiting to join. So
Yeah. Okay. Cool
Okay.
beans.
So let's talk about relationships.
Okay, let's talk about it.
So have you created Tainted Table?
Peaches is gonna say yes.
Let me introduce
Peaches
y'all
is
to
gonna
my
say yes.
bird
Well, what
cage.
if you what if you've never like? I guess I'm too nice, but what if you? And I guess I'm just. I grew up around a lot of men, so I pretty much know testosterone. So what if you don't? What if you don't create tainted tables or relationships? Because I'm cool with literally all my exes. Like,
I'm
what's
cool with
up?
all my exes too,
What's up?
so-
How you doing? You know, how the family? You know what I'm saying? And it's like for me, I just never wanted who I'm with. If we together, you don't have to come home and worry about anything. Your peace is at home. You know, most women be nagging, yeah. You know, I guess because I grew up with a lot of males, it's like I understand.
Well,
Right,
I'm with
yeah.
you. I'm friends with all my exes too. So
Yeah, so I don't have any tainted
What
tables.
does that have to do with the tainted table, though?
because I
She's saying relationship
Yeah,
wise.
okay.
Because sometimes you can't now. You
Yeah,
can't
you can be
create.
tainted.
Because I'm not
Yeah.
cool with them, but I don't have nothing against them.
Yeah, cool.
okay. Well,
Yeah,
what about friends?
Baby, she ain't got no friends.
Very small number of friends.
We're friends.
Very small number of
You
friends.
talking about males? No,
Oh, no,
baby.
I don't really
She
have
don't.
male
She don't have no
friends.
male.
You don't have male
friends?
friends?
Not
Absolutely
really.
not. This woman is married. Ain't no such thing.
What?
when you
Wait a
married.
minute.
What do you mean,
Okay,
what? Wait a
that's
minute.
gonna
This
be for
woman
another.
is
That's
married.
gonna be for another podcast.
Yeah, because
I don't really have
trust
male
me,
friends.
her husband don't have no male friends. So
Her
anyway,
husband don't have no male friends.
I mean female friends. You know what I'm trying to say?
She said he does.
He
He does.
does.
And you allow that?
That's fine with
She's
me.
A woman who's secure is gonna be okay
Well,
with
she
it.
must know him.
I do.
They must
I'm
have
with you,
boyfriends.
But
Renee.
even if I didn't, that's fine.
Yeah, there you go.
Renee is secure.
She,
No, I
You
don't.
so you saying?
So
Wait a
she-
minute.
so-
I hate
so-
to say this. So you saying you wouldn't, if you was married, you wouldn't let your husband have female friends?
If I know they husband or they girlfriend, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's fine. So you know they girlfriend or they wife.
No.
Oh, you
No.
don't, and you're fine with that.
Because if it don't belong to me,
I'm
it
talking about
can't
your
be taken.
husband.
Yeah, if he doesn't belong to me,
I'm with that,
he
Renee.
cannot be taken. If he
If
if he
he
does, he ain't going nowhere.
Hey, my daddy
Or
say
what
you
you
give.
don't
Hey,
know
my
won't
daddy
hurt
say you
you.
give a man enough rope, he
Or
gonna
what
hang
you
himself.
don't
You
know.
hear Peaches over here talking
What
what you
you
don't
don't
know
know
won't
won't
hurt
hurt
you.
you.
Get him,
And-
Renee.
and-
Get
and
him,
it
Renee.
won't-
Having threesomes and all.
And it
that,
won't.
child.
But what I know would hurt him. So we're gonna leave it right there.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I guess you heard that,
Okay,
Peaches.
shit, I heard that, baby. Give me some. Okay.
So what you got to say about
I
that?
ain't got shit to say. Get my line a little. Get back my line, child. 'Cause, honey, she said a whole mouthful.
Oh,
Baby.
goodness. So, Peaches, how many relationship tables have you tainted?
Oh, I got my bird cage. So, you know, I don't know. But, you know. that's
No,
not a
let's
good-
talk about the birdcage.
No, no.
Is the bird cage tainted?
Come on, let's talk about the birdcage.
Look, I said the bird cage.
I think it's tainted. How many birds in that cage?
I got to add one more. It's only 3 in that now. But I got a little pigeon I need to add in there, so I got to go find me a pigeon. But no. Go ahead.
No way.
No, we want to know. Have
wanna
you
know
ever
what?
created a tainted table?
Relationship wise, I'm pretty sure she has. Peaches has probably more than 2
She's
or 3.
not gonna talk about that. Look at her. She
Ooh.
quiet over there.
Cat got your tongue.
Quiet over there now, people.
Peaches.
I don't know about cat, but
The dog.
well, I ain't got my damn dog cage because they stole my dog kennel, but I ain't got no dogs in the cage today. I ain't got no
Baby.
dogs, but
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
but yeah.
I'm
Anyway,
trying to think,
the
have I
game
ever
is to be
created a table
sold,
like
not-
that?
Not told.
I don't
Okay,
think I have.
pimp. All right, pimp.
I don't think I have. You know what? I'm gonna tell you something.
You got this.
I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna give up my little pimp card right now.
Oh, Lord. yes,
But I
stop.
feel like the coldest game is the truth.
Yeah.
Cause you gonna roll with it or you ain't.
That's it, and that's how I am. That's the reason why, you know, my birds know what's going on. Like for my birthday, you came.
Mhm. Yeah.
All of them was there.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, they was
The
all
coldest
there.
game is the truth.
Yeah.
Either you gonna roll with it or
They
you
knew
don't.
what it was. You know what I'm saying? You know, don't come here acting like you don't know what it is. It's my birthday. Just chill out.
Yet all of them was there for real.
Yeah, all of them was there for real.
And they were. I had one that left early, and you know he took this little boom box, and so my other one was like, "Damn, what happened to the DJ?" I was like, "Shit, he had to go." He was like, "Shit, one monkey don't stop no show." He went to the car, got his little boom box, and the party kept going.
Oh my
I
God.
just keep it rolling. You know, I believe in being honest.
That's what
You
I said. The
know,
coldest game is the truth.
Yeah, I have.
That's why, for me,
Yeah.
I say I don't have to sit at a
Yeah, I don't
tainted
have
table.
Because you're
Because either you gonna roll with it or you're not.
You're not.
Right.
That's true.
You know,
You
it
got
is
that
what
option.
it is.
Yeah.
So
I can see that
yeah.
with you too, Peaches.
Yeah, I do. That's why
I don't know about you over there.
You ain't
Yeah.
got. Hey, you know what? You know what my daddy told me?
got
Only your
two
shadow
in
can
the
talk. Only your shadow can
Only
talk.
your
You should
shadow
never
can
let
talk.
nobody know what you're doing.
Never.
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 But I'm gonna answer my phone and all that. You
Mhm.
can sit right there, and his face will pop up. I'll be like, hello.
I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm keep my mouth closed.
Oh, you didn't keep your mouth closed?
No, I'm just saying I'm gonna keep my mouth closed.
Oh.
Absolutely. But yeah, so I have. You know, I
I done had to
say
shut up a couple of
relationships. I have.
You done had to shut up.
Yeah. Well, back in my day, you know, when I dealt with
So you wasn't no real pimp.
no, I was
Why you
dealing.
keep saying
First of all,
'Cause you wasn't no real
first
pimp.
of all, I wouldn't say I was a pimp. I was dealing with a
Because a real pimp gonna be like, hold on, I gotta answer this real quick.
The reason why I shut up is because we already had that understood from the beginning. I was like in my 20s.
So you created
So-
that tainted table.
Okay, I was in my 20s and I was dealing with a married man.
Oh.
Oh.
So I had to
Okay.
sit there and be
You took a sip.
quiet.
Oh,
I
okay.
was tripping, dog.
Oh,
I
okay,
was in
okay,
my
okay,
20s.
okay.
So I had to, but I mean, yeah.
You
So-
could have got beat up a shot.
Who?
You could have got beat up a shot.
Who? Nah,
live in
the
a
man, the two married men I've ever dealt with, they was talking about leaving their wives, and I was like, no, you can stay over there.
Mm.
So no,
So
I
you
wasn't gonna get
created
beat up
that
a
tainted-
shot.
You created the tainted table because you was being manipulative.
Nita, you toxic.
Baby.
Right? You better
I'm just
tell
playing.
them.
I'm just playing. I'm just
No,
playing.
I mean, in your 20s, you know, you're young, you're
You're a
wild
little
and out,
reckless.
you're reckless.
Yeah.
Yeah, you think that's cute. Like, you know, you taking trips. It's like, oh, you know, he got a wife, but I'm taking a trip. You know,
That's
but
a
I
tainted
wasn't
table.
there. Of course, it was tainted, very tainted. But yeah, but no, I wouldn't dare at this age.
I do think that, like, when you deal with tainted tables and family members, I think that's the most hurtful thing.
Yeah.
With family, you say family members?
Because you can't walk away from a family member.
Yes,
I mean,
you
you
can.
can, you can,
You can.
but
You
it's
can.
very hard if it's a parent, if it's a sibling,
Mm-hmm.
if it's a child.
And I agree with that because I dealt with that with my mom. My mom was addicted to drugs and things like that. She couldn't pay her rent because, you know, she spent her money on drugs. And so I made sure I was there for my mom, even though my daddy kept saying, quit paying your mama rent. Your mama's, you know, quit giving your mama money because your mama using it on drugs. I couldn't. So I agree with you on that. There was a time, and even my sister, because my sister was living with my mama, and she knew, you know, my mama was smoking crack. She knew my mama was popping pills. She knew my mama was, you know, doing syrup and all that. And my sister used to tell me, do not send no more money over here.
Yeah.
She was like, but my mama would call me and she was like, oh, I'm just so hungry. I don't have any food. And they figure to cut my lights off. And, you know, and I'm feeling the way I'm feeling. I'm like, well, fuck it. I'm sorry. Sorry. F-bomb.
Go ahead.
I mean, forget it. Okay. Forget it. I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying.
You
know, so I was saying like, you know, $200 or, you know, just pay the rent because I didn't want to see my mama, you know. So I understand that from that when you say for as family.
Yeah, it's very hard. It's very hard to disconnect. I mean, you know, and that's what I think is the most hurtful about the tainted tables, when you have someone personally in your life that's kind of sucking the life out of you.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's a lot of, we
And
can all
even in
admit, there's a lot of family
relationships,
members
you
that
have
are like
men, and not to cut you off, but you have men that do that. You know what I'm saying? They see you as an advantage, and they use you as an advantage, and you know, and they sometimes use the dingling too.
that. Yeah.
Because let me
to
tell you, that thing
manipulate
is
and-
powerful. I'm just gonna say, man, boy, you get one
Probably
that's
when
about
we-
that's
probably
like
when we were
nine,
younger.
like
Yeah,
nine.
When we
I
were
was
younger,
just-
now
that's what
that we're
I'm
older,
thinking.
no.
Baby,
She
that's
said,
like what?
she
What
said when
happened?
we,
Oh,
what you
I'm sorry.
reminiscing?
Yeah, she,
Oh my God.
yeah, she reminiscing.
I was.
She's talking about current day, not
Yeah, it was like
past.
9 inches and like, you know, that girth.
So look, Shantara left a comment.
I'm saying.
Peaches.
What she say? What she say?
Can we read
engineer?
Shantara's comment, engineer?
She's trying to log in.
Says, I'm having a hard time trying to get in because I'm in a bad area where
Oh, okay.
Oh, her
Okay, got
reception.
you.
But she does say this podcast is about a topic that is amazing and has touched her in so many, has touched on so many points
Yeah.
in areas and she has experienced personally.
Yes.
One of her personal experience has always been available for others, building them up, supporting them, guiding them in areas where they are requested. But when it was time for others to show up for me, I was left out.
Yeah.
Pushed to the side and forgotten about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let me
that's
just speak.
definitely a tainted
yeah,
tape.
go ahead.
Let me just speak on that real quick. So one thing we have to learn is, as our parents would say, you have trees and you have branches, and then you have roots.
Yes.
We have to be okay with people that pass through our life,
Yes.
and we have to take from whatever it is that they left, and when they leave, let it go.
Yes.
Because everybody comes in your life for a reason and for a season. When we stop trying to latch on and let them go, we're better off.
Yeah.
And when we need the right person, God is going to send the right person at the right time.
Right.
And we have to stop trying to be so focused on, I thought that was the one.
Yeah.
I thought this was the time. Because we all have our harvesting time.
But also what we need, and that's true, very, very, very good point. But also what we need to understand is everybody's not going to show up for you. Everybody's not going to support you. So quit looking for that. Like for me, I just maneuver through life. I don't expect anything out of anybody. I hear people, loyalty. That person ain't got that person don't have to be loyal to nobody but themselves. I mean, loyalty is fine. It's good if you give it, you give it. But
You don't.
quit expecting people to show up. Quit expecting you out of people.
Out of people, right.
Come on now. Seriously though. I think if we realize that and we okay with that, I think the less stress and the less, negativity or whatever that we come up with in our heads,
But you have to, when you expect you out of people, you can't do that. And then you have to, when you're giving of yourself, give genuinely.
Yeah.
Don't expect the exact
but
same
see,
thing.
people
If you
like to
give,
keep-
Don't expect the exact same thing because people, they're going to reciprocate, but it may not be the way you thought it was going to be.
Right.
Absolutely.
And you set yourself up for disappointment.
Right.
Because I've
Absolutely.
done that before. I've expected a lot out of people, and it was just nothing but disappointment. Like, you just cannot do that.
And what you need to understand is certain people, they keep a tally score.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, hey, I did this for you, so you need to do this for me. Like those type of people, I'm not even around. I don't even associate myself with them. When I
and
see
you
that,
have to listen.
I'm
You have to listen
I'm
too.
gone.
When
Well, I
people
did
talk, you
this for
truly
you
have to
and you ain't
listen.
do this for me, yeah.
Tally sheet score. I call them tally sheets scorekeepers.
Yeah.
When I run into those type of people, I did. No,
Because
don't worry
they're
about
not
it.
doing it genuinely.
Absolutely.
And they're not doing it from their
And
heart.
I think we also have to get away from the we. Sometimes it's going to be an I. It's not going to be a we. And not in every case scenario is it always going to be a we. Sometimes God waits on you to prove that you can sustain yourself at a certain level before he can give you a we.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
You got to learn how to lead before you can follow.
But
that's
some
true.
people so needy. They don't know how to be I.
Okay.
It has to be we
True.
because they're pulling your energy.
One thing as an entrepreneur, you have to learn how to be an I.
Absolutely. Okay, so we're gonna wrap this up, and we're just gonna go down the line and see what each lady took from this, and call it a wrap. So what have you taken from the Tainted Tables topic?
You just
tonight,
have to
Renee?
be cautious and learn how to use your discernment so that you don't get too deep because you don't want it to impact you in a negative way too deeply. So you have to just, proceed with caution.
I love that. Proceed with caution. Okay, Peaches, what have you taken?
I'm going to say do whatever benefits you.
48 powers of law right here. Okay, and that's just short, sweet, and simple. Okay, what have you taken away?
For me, I just tell people, like, don't take it personal. Learn how to differentiate between business and personal. If it's personal, then you proceed with caution. You have to look at their character. Their character is always going to outshine everything that they do. And listen. Listen, truly listen. If it's about business, make sure you're going into it with a win-win situation. Once it stops being a win-win situation, cut the business deal off.
Okay, that's good. That's good. And for me, I would just say, quit trying to manipulate people and be authentic, genuine, and honest out here in this world, and you'll see how many 10 times fold you'll get back of blessings. That's just what I would say.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so without further ado, that concludes the end of our show, you guys. And we want to thank you guys for tuning in and listening. And we would like for you to subscribe, share, and
like.
And like. Subscribe, share, and like.
And tell them which platforms we're on.
Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. And YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I guess.
thank you.
Yes, and
4 heads
YouTube.
better than one. All right, and we just want to thank you for tuning in. Like, subscribe, and share. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. And thank you for tuning in live from the Pentagon. All right, y'all.
Right.
Yeah. Woohoo.